like, I would ask you to please call off your dog.
I beg your pardon. I'm asking you as a mother, do not use female spaces.
And I'm very uncomfortable.
It makes women and girls feel very uncomfortable.
As a mother,
You are not. How dare you?
As a mother, I am very...
You're not a mother. You never birthed your children. You're not a mother, Dawn.
Right,
I took the job of mom, which is even more...
Oh, Lord. You know, this is something that John maybe should have learned of. But when it comes to women and women's issues and motherhood and all that, you stay out of it, G. You stay out of it. If you have an opinion, it better be a very, very carefully crafted and thought out opinion. Like, and what the niggas say, let's just roll it. Let's roll it.
I've said this before, and I don't know if that person is there, but there is going to be people that abuse it. There's going to be pervs that are going to go in changing rooms and say, oh, I'm a woman now. They're going to use it to get in certain positions, and that needs to be stopped. You can't really blame the mother for not wanting a grown man in there with her daughter. No matter what anybody says, that's how a lot of people are still going to see it.
And you know, the thing that is really annoying is like, okay, I didn't want to say anything, but you know, like there are some, I mean, the issue that I really, really found glaring was the fact that John, or I'm just going to call him or her, I don't know, John, right? The guy or the person. He said, my daughters don't have a problem with sharing spaces with somebody. Like, you know, like her, like, you know. And to me, I found that weird for the simple fact that John is not naturally a woman. So John cannot have kids. Like, so whose daughters are those? Right? And like, did you adopt them? Right? And I think there's a very weird thing about like you go and adopt girls and then bring them into a household like that, and now they're forced. Like she says, my daughters don't have, like, your daughters wouldn't have an issue with that because you forced them to be a part of your reality.
Really, nigga?
How many genders are there?
It's hard to answer in this society, is it? I don't care, and I don't know.
Fuck, there you go.
I love the Asian guys. They're like, hey, we not in this conversation.
This guy doesn't give a fuck. How many genders are there?
They're gonna talk. He's gonna try to say the politically correct answer, but he's gonna fail a little bit, and then they're gonna talk. Oh, they did.
Okay. Everyone's running away. You see they're fucking running.
I'd rather not answer.
No? Okay, it's okay. I understand. It's a very scary world out there.
Damn, I thought I caught that perfectly.
As many as you choose.
You know, I expected those girls to say that. Like, I don't know. I actually expected the other girls to respond like these girls. Like, I don't know, as many as you want. Which is just, you know, just such a bad answer. But it's just bad because, dude, like, as many as you want, that's endless. You can't have endless genders. That makes no sense. Like,
as many as people want.
Everyone's so scared to say what they think. Everyone knows what the answer is, and everyone's just terrified to say it. If you'd have showed this video to people 20 years ago, they'd have wondered what the fuck is going on.
How can you
answer a basic question? It's like asking someone what
I
2 + 2
swear,
can't say,
dude, if this was back in the future and you brought this video to somebody in the past and they'd be like, damn, that's nice. What the fuck is that? But then they would also be like, dude, why can they not just answer a simple question? What the fuck has happened to the world in 20 years? Do y'all understand? People don't notice how crazy that is.
Really, nigga?
How many genders are there? Well, at this day and age, there's multiple genders. You pretty much can be whatever you want to be. But what I have thought about and have come to discover that 100 years from now, when we're all in the grave and some archaeologists come and dig us up, you're either going to be a man or you're going to be a woman. So I have to say two.
It's that simple. Because it doesn't matter what work or whatever you've got done there right? Like when scientists later in days dig our bodies up, they're going to tell who was physically a woman and a man. They're going to be able to tell that, right? It's not about the appendage you attach to yourself or cut off. That doesn't matter. They're going to be able to tell this was a male and this was a female. Everything that anybody is doing is only for momentary like gratification of something. I don't know what the fuck they need, what kind of gratification they're trying to get, but it's all momentary shit. 1,000%. I love that. I love that. That's perfect.
You know what's worrying me as well is they're trying to put this in the schools. They're trying to brainwash kids. Kids should not even be learning about this type of shit. And it does seem like the majority of parents are standing up to it. Take a look at this.
He's a boy, let's leave it that he's a boy. My girl knows she's a girl, let's leave that she's a girl. We don't need people to bring up books in local libraries about gender queer, showing people doing inappropriate things, which is an adult consent thing.
I'm telling you, bro, that's really not cool. That's not cool. Like, it's not cool, bro. It's not okay.
Really, nigga?
They look at TV, movies, all you see is homosexual, transgender, like, and people are wondering why it is that our society keeps on breeding homosexual kids. It's not that like, it's not like a new batch of humans was born that was like, oh yeah, we're just gonna start kicking out gay kids now, or transgender kids now, or digital kids now, or we're gonna lion kids now, or bear kids now, or kids that fucking want to be furries, or whatever the fuck it is. No, it's like we are breeding people that are just like too open with allowing a lot of nonsense to perforate within, our entertainment and our schools and in the ways we're learning stuff, which is like a lot of what I learned growing up came from school, TV, movies, music, all that stuff, right? Nowadays, you're like, all of that stuff has been contaminated, right? Like all of it. You got the Lil Nas X's. You've got, and it's contaminated in a way where like it's unnecessary, because I've said this about Lil Nas X. Nigga, you are not the first gay nigga that's been in the game. You are not. Okay? Frank Ocean's been in the game way before you. And mad niggas have respect for Frank Ocean. Nigga, you still got niggas in the hood that know that song, a tornado in my room before you came. They know that song was written for a man, and them niggas still sing that shit because they're like, hey, I don't give a fuck if he wrote it for a man. I'm singing that shit to my bitch. I'm singing that shit to my chick. I'm singing that, right? Like, they give him respect. Frank Ocean gets nothing but respect. Nothing but respect. But Lil Nas X gets nothing but hate. Why do y'all think that is? It's because one dude is just normal about it. It's like, yeah, dude, shit. I like guys. I also kind of like girls. I don't, I'm kind of a little bit in the wind of what it is I want to do, but it's cool, right? Y'all accept me or not. We're like, all right, shit, you make good music, we'll accept you. Another guy is here screaming about like, I'm super gay, and then I gotta be like doing devilish shit, like I'm humping the devil, and I'm twerking the devil, and I'm looking like, I'm like, what the fuck? And then I have devil shoes with real blood in it, and my gay positivity. I'm like, shut the fuck up. It makes, like, nobody needs all of that. You do not need to be like pushing all of that to young minds that do not understand what that shit means. And the only thing they can come to create understanding out of is being like, well, this means that like this gay shit is cool, right? Like what he's doing is cool, right? I mean, he's on TV with it. Like, I don't know, he's got fans. Like, that's cool, right? It's not cool. It's not cool,
You can't push this stuff to our kids.
That's right.
It's wrong. It's grooming. It's sickening. I'm a mother of 3. It's sickening.
Here we have the people who are all supporting the indoctrination of our children. It's an amazing thing that these people can actually come out.
Nigga, this isn't even, look, this is not even in America. This is where my problem started. It's like, dog, once I started seeing this started in America primarily, and now it's spreading out. It's spreading out to the rest of the West, and eventually, dude, we do not want this ideology, this nonsense to spread to the rest of the world. We don't. We want to keep it contained with us. I know that sucks to sound like, oh man, we're the only ones that are going to deal with this. But it's better for only us to have to deal with this shit than for us to spread it to the rest of the world, where it's really going to start affecting all of us negatively, like very negatively, like as a whole. And we're not even going to have pockets of humanity that's untouched. Like, that's not
What did you say, nigga? Drag queens and can actually support people prancing about, people sexualizing themselves in front of 3, 4, 5-year-olds.
So you might have seen they're actually allowing drag queens to perform in schools in front of kids, which
I would take my kid out of that school. I would talk to a bunch of parents and I'd be like, yo, we need to like, I don't know, petition something where it's like we need our own school where like the curriculum and everything that's going to be brought through is ran by us. Oh my God. Like, and if we say no or yes, like, that's it. Like, ran by the, like, you sent every parent a letter or something before some shit like that happens, and they have to sign through yes or no.
Dreams of eternity, what the future breed. Don't question me, bitch, I've been on it. But I see been promised by me, you know what I'm saying? West Side kids still backing all of that pack shit,